everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 7. Yes, my laser cutter is cutting right now, but it won't be in the other part of the video, just for the drawing, just for me drawing these out, and then it won't be on anymore, so I apologize for that. So this is a 25-week prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my bag, and they're already in the bag from the beginning of the challenge. And then the idea is to make 1 piece of ephemera for each of the prompts. So for example, last week, number 25 was coffee dyed paper. So I did a pocket out of coffee dyed paper, and then the tag is also coffee dyed paper. Added one of the Tim Holtz, I don't know what he called these, but you know, it's a Tim Holtz piece, the lady there. And decorated it up. So that was what I did for coffee dyed. And then the other one was book illustration, number 26, book illustration. And so I took this image of Holly out of a book that I have, and so that's what I did, and made this little, you know, flip here out of book pages. So that is how it's, you know, the idea of it. You don't have to make the same things that I make. You can make whatever you want. You can interpret the prompts however you want to. Use what you have. You don't have to, you know, go buy stuff or anything like that. So we're on 27. 27 is going to be hole punch. And you can do whatever you like with a hole punch. You can, you know, cut or punch holes in paper, and I don't have anything with me right now, but I have even put the hole reinforcers like on a collage and then punched the holes out. You can also take a piece of paper and just do a line of hole punches, and I did that in, I actually have this piece of paper here. I punched bigger holes in. These aren't like standard hole punches. This is a bigger hole punch that I have. Here's one up here to put on collage. So however you want to use a hole punch, you can just punch the top of your tag if that's all you want to do. Okay, so that's number 27. Number 28 is tag. So make a tag of some kind. Use a tag. You can use a tag. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did those little mushroom clusters where I used like the top part of 2 tags and turned it into a cluster with the mushrooms on it and that. So you can do something like that too, or use like a small tag on a journaling card. I don't know, whatever, however you want to interpret it. So I'm going to get some things together. The Glowforge will be off. Well, it's not the Glowforge, it's our other laser cutter, but it'll be off so you won't have to listen to it for the other half. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So the first thing we're going to do is the hole punch, which is number 27. And I have a little pocket here, kind of like a library, you know, pocket. And so what you need to make this is a piece of paper that is 8 inches long. And what did I figure out? 5 inches wide. And then you score each side at a 1/2 inch. And then one end you score to 3 1/4. And this part is 5 1/4 is what's left. But that doesn't matter because you're not scoring again. You're only scoring the 2 1/2 inch sides. And then 3 1/4 for this pocket part. Then what you're going to do is cut down the sides to get rid of these extra flaps that you don't need, because you don't want the flaps on the back side of the pocket, right? You just want the flaps to go around the outside. So you're going to cut these off with a tiny bit extra, like 1/8 of an inch on either side. And you can see here, I kind of even messed up just a little bit. I cut a little further on this side than this side, but it works fine. All you're trying to do basically is get it so you can fold your flaps to the back instead of, sorry, I was holding that weird. Fold your flaps to the back. I mean, you could do them at the front too, I guess, like this way. But it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird when you do that. You'd have to cut more off at the bottom because it would bend those. So I just like to put them at the back because you're going to glue it down to the page. So then it's just a nice size pocket. Okay. Sorry, that's a lot of blah, 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 but I just want to make sure if you haven't made one of these types of pockets that, you know, you can do it. It's not hard at all. It's an easy one. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing good. I've just been busy this morning. I was kind of a slacker over Thanksgiving and all that, which I kind of knew that I was going to, you know, be doing other things and not get all my videos done last week. And then after being sick the week before, I just really did not get things accomplished. So I apologize for not having hardly any videos last week. Just sort of worked out like that. So, oh, and then my video was supposed to go out, my Friday video was supposed to go out at midnight, like it always does, but I didn't realize that YouTube, for some reason, was still processing it when I got up in the morning on Friday. And it's like it didn't work or something, so I had to redo it. But, yeah. So I feel like kind of like a slacker, but I was just busy doing the family stuff, which I know you guys understand. You're all awesome, but I do like to be consistent so that when you come over, you know when my videos are and stuff like that. So you're not like, it's not a guessing game. But anyway, so you just saw me hole punch. I know these are big. This isn't technically a hole punch as far as, you know, like the ones we normally use, but that's what I'm using for a hole punch. And that one is, I don't even know. It doesn't even tell me what size it is. I think they're 1/2 inch or something. But I just kind of want to do like a collage and have my holes there. Like that, I think. And then we'll do something on the front of the pocket too. Yeah, so keep it easy. This doesn't have to be hard. I don't want anybody feeling like, you know, you don't know what to do. You can even just punch a hole in once and call it good. However you want to do it. You could do 100 hole punches if you wanted. Whatever makes your day, man. So yeah, the sun comes out and it goes away and it rains. And then the sun comes out and then it goes away again. It's just been crazy. But we had a very lovely Thanksgiving. It was a nice day. A little cold, but you know, that's normal for this time of the year around here. But we had a lovely meal with friends and the kids, and my sister was there, and yeah, it was lovely. Lovely, lovely. Very, very laid back. We even did we did those little snowmen that I did with you guys too, not popsicle sticks, whatever they're called, tongue depressors, craft sticks, whatever in the world you want to call them. We made some of those. That was fun. It's always fun to have a little craft, and the boys were watching football, so it worked out just great. So this one I'm going to put like this, and then that piece is going to come over to kind of, that's how I'm getting rid of my straight edge there. And I'm just putting a little, I'm barely inking. Even though the journal this is going to probably go into is going to probably be pretty grungy. But I do want to kind of keep some of that nice white color in it. So I don't want everything to be super grungy. So yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and if you don't, like if you're in another country or whatever, I just hope you had a fantastic weekend. Some of you are starting to get pretty warm probably. I'm a little envious, I'm not gonna lie. I would much rather be going into spring and summer than winter. But we had ours, so we have to share, right? Okay, and then we're going to do kind of a collage on the front of it too. Just want to think what I want on here. Do I want to put maybe a hole punch? Maybe I should wait until I decorate this. I want to do more hole punches. Maybe we'll do smaller ones on this one. If I can reach my hole punch, I should have got it out. It's high up there. Sometimes, oh, very lovely. Sometimes I have to get my step stool to reach all my things on my back wall because this new table, and I love it because my back doesn't hurt anymore. But anyways, it makes that reach further. So sometimes I struggle reaching. I think these are just fun. These bits of hole punched paper. And you can do them however you want. Another thing you could do also, maybe I'll do that on one. You can put some of these, I always put a little glue on these because they do not stick fantastic, which you know if you've ever had a binder and you tried to use them as a kid or a teenager or whatever. Remember, you know, you have your binder with all the important stuff in it and you have these on them because the pages got ripped, and then these fall off and they're just like hanging around the binder rings, and you know, the pages are still falling out. It's like super helpful. Thank you. So yeah, I had this class because I grew up in Nevada and it was Nevada history, and every week we got our binder checked to make sure that we were taking notes. It's actually how I learned to take notes, and thank goodness, because in college, when I was in college 100 years ago, you know, you had to take notes by hand, not on computer. And so he would always check our notes, and you know, your binder had to be well put together, and so that was really the most experience I had with those little stinkers. These. But yeah, that was always real annoying. Plus, I wanted it to be nice. I didn't want it to be a big fat mess. Sorry, I'm just looking through my papers. I want some of this. And this is my Frost digital. I want a piece of that. I think I want the paint chips right there. But yeah, that was a great class. When I think back on it now, I'm like, that was probably super beneficial. That was one of my favorite classes. Had a fantastic teacher. He was quite strict, but, you know, I think I learned more in that class than I learned in a lot of classes. I mean, as long as you did your work and your notebook and all that, he was fine. It's just, he didn't put up with a lot of hooey. So yeah, very good class. You always have some teachers that are just so fantastic. And others maybe not so much, because I definitely had some not so much. I think I'm going to go that direction. as I'm sure we all did. So then I just have to decide what piece I want to use. Do I want to use that one? I want to put one of these on too. Also. Yeah, I think I like that one just for something different. A little different. I don't need any more ink. It's got ink, Amy. A little different than the other one we did. Is it really gonna mow? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I really didn't think anybody would be mowing today. But I started a video, so there you go. And this is also in the frost, this floral bit here. I think I better use this. And the snowflake is from the Snowman die cuts. And again, if you don't see those in the shop, I'm going to keep cutting and putting them in the shop and all that. So just check back. I'm sure they'll be there quick. They're a little bit easier to cut than just the big batch of snowflakes. Only because it takes time. It's not like any of them are difficult. It's just time. I wonder if I put the wrong one on here. I think I did. I always get there's a little bit of like ash from cutting those out. And when you put the glue on, a lot of times it ends up on them. That's when these come in handy, these goop erasers. It sticks to the glue. Yeah, because they're not cut with dies. They're cut, it's a laser, and so it you know, is fire. So it leaves just a tiny bit of ash on them, which isn't a big deal. It just sometimes pops up when you don't want it. Okay, what else do I want on that? I do like these for the icy, snowy look. The doilies. I thank you guys, because a couple of you sent me stuff. Oh, and I need to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Susie. Huge super thanks to Susie. Thank you so much, Susie, for your continued support and generosity. I really, really appreciate that. She left me a super thanks, which is like a tip. And that is greatly appreciated. So thank you, thank you. And then thank you to Anne. She sent me a pack of paper. I really appreciate that as well. Brenda, Celeste, and Nan. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for kind comments. Always kind comments. I really appreciate you guys. So good to me. I don't know what I would do without you guys. Well, I wouldn't be doing this, is what I would do without you guys. Because I appreciate your support. I do. Do I want just maybe a little of this instead of all of this? Because I do like the look of it. I just don't want it covering up the snowflake. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, I apologize for the noise. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. I never dreamed there would be the lawnmower happening. Hubby went to the post office for me, so that was super helpful. All right, so yeah, I think I do want a thumb notch up there. And I might use some gesso for some splatters. Or maybe we want some ink, like Distress Oxide or something. Yeah, these pockets are always fun to have, like a library pocket. I mean, you can put it in the front or you don't have to put it in the front. But I forget to make them, and so I was standing here trying to figure out what to do, and it's like, I need to do one of those. I mean, they're super easy. And they have that look of a library pocket. The only thing with craft paper is sometimes it does not want to glue immediately. I mean, it'll definitely glue, but immediately sometimes it wants to fight you a little bit. All right. So put some splatters on there, or spritzes or something. Put that in my basket. Where did I put? Oh, I put them away. I think I want the salty ocean. Or do I want tumbled glass? I don't know. It's always hard to tell. I'm just trying to spritz lightly because if you have these, if you do the full spritz, you're going to get a lot more than you bargained for, most likely. This one's... Maybe what I want is the denim. Faded jeans, that's what it is. It's closer, I think, in tone. The Salty Ocean is a little bit, what do you call it? More turquoise. That is what I'm trying to think of. If I could say words, I don't want to get... Okay, it's good, it's good, it's good. If I never clean them off, it's my fault that it's like that. Because I'm not good about cleaning them after the fact. I still think I want some gesso though. Let's just use this thing. My little silicone thing. Could also use like a credit card or a paintbrush or whatever, but these are great because you don't have to have water right away and you can wash them off later. Which is another thing I forget I have. Oops. Got some of that. Just wanted a little icy spots, but I ended up messing up my, should have done this first. But I didn't, so here we are. Hubby's back, that's the garage door. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do for hole punch. Like, what was that again? I'm gonna put one of the tags from the kit in there, but I don't, you know, obviously it's wet right now, so I'm gonna set it out of the way to dry. And then the next one was what again? Oh, a tag. So that is easy. And although I'm putting a tag in the other one, I want to make something. And I'm going to use 2 little tags. And I kind of mentioned it already when I talked about the mushroom tag. I think I'm going to make a pocket instead of a cluster. So it's just going to be kind of a tuck pocket or whatever. But I'm going to use those. And this one is in the frost kit. This is just a regular tag that's, what size is that one? Just like 2 1/4. 2 1/4 by, I guess that is important too, right? 2 1/4 by almost 4. Right around there. And then this one obviously is just a little bit smaller. So it's gonna go like that. I want to do some hole punches on these with the hole reinforcers. So what kind of projects are you guys up to? Anything fun and exciting? I'm going to start moving away from Christmas simply because I don't think I'll probably get another journal done. I'm probably going to do just some kind of ephemera projects for a while. I have one other project that I'm going to be starting, but moving towards Christmas only because it's a little bit easier than starting another journal and trying to get it done before Christmas. So I'm just going to keep plugging away at my list. So if you're on my list, I am working on it. This time of year just gets hectic because I will have to obviously be doing more things around my house and all the stuff that you have to do at this time of year. Wow, I really blew that, didn't I? Well, I'm not going to mess with them anymore because I'll just mess them up more. I thought I had it pushed back against the thing, but I didn't. This one's really bad. Sorry, it's bothering me. I'm going to put another one over it. That one's not as bad. Because you're not going to see the back. Not sure how I did that. Okay, it's a little bit better. All right. Then you can tie some like thinner twine or something through, and I didn't grab any, but that's what I will end up doing. And I'm going to put one of these on there. I was going to put the smaller one, but here we are. And I want a little bit of this paper that I have. And I saw that the package of paper had paper sort of like this in there. So thank you. That was very kind of you. So let's glue these together. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm not going to line them up perfectly with each other. Since it's going to be a pocket, they don't have to be, like it's not going on the edge of a page or anything like that. I mean, you could do these however in the world you feel like doing them. Just kind of fun to make something out of a tag instead of always just, you know, a tag to go in a pocket. You can make a pocket out of a tag, or you can make like a little booklet by putting 2 tags together and all those kind of things. That would be another fun thing to do. this here with some glue. Oh, that was lovely. Look what I did to my punch. I stuck it right in the paint. Like a genius. It's the only problem with putting my paint there, because I do that because it's white and I don't see it, and then I get it all over everything. I'll have to take that to water somewhere and wash it off. This one little thing can just send you on a spiral. Yeah, if only we could do not our like jobs and do Christmas. But it's so hard to do, as you know, I'm sure if you work full time, you know exactly. It's very tricky to get it all accomplished. I mean, I definitely have leeway in my job. A lot of people do not. Oh, my daughter had another job interview. So keep your fingers crossed for her. My son's finishing up his semester. He's a happy camper. I'm having a sip of my coffee before it's completely cold. What else do I want to put on here? I don't know. I had my little labels and things here. Hold on, hold on. I set them on the desk behind me instead. See if there's any little thing that looks good. That one's kind of cool because it kind of is blue and green. There's all kinds of weird random things in here that aren't Christmas. I think I like that one though, so I'll probably just go with that. And that one's kind of good too. Let's do those little Tim Holtz bits. And that one's good too. It's got blue. Do I like this one better? I don't know. Let's see. Find a snowflake maybe. Do I even want a snowflake? Maybe I don't. No. I kind of like just that little bit more color, I think. Did that backwards. That's better. Then we're going to do the same thing to that, basically. Definitely like the darker, but let's do the yeah, let's learn a lesson for a change. Try it, we might like it. Oh, there's still blue. Oh, brother. So these you can get at Amazon. Sometimes I have seen them at Dollar Tree, but again, that is a hit and miss. You might find them there, you might not. So I don't want to say for sure they'll be there. The makeup things seem to be popular there. Like, you know, sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. Same thing with those brushes that are those big brushes that you can ink with. Those are hit and miss as well. But I know you can get them on Amazon because I think that's where I got these ones. They're just silicone so that you don't have to worry about like paintbrushes, you know, if you leave them in water or you whatever, they get messed up. Those don't get messed up. And you can just actually even peel off anything that gets left on there. So they're just handy. I did want to put maybe a little bit of my Stabilo. I know, I have an avalanche of junk again because every time I clean it up, and I just did clean it up, it just is all right back again. I'm going to put just some marks and things because I like that. And this doesn't totally work if you get paint on it. Imagine. And it's just a cheap fountain pen. I think I might have got this one at Hobby Lobby. Did I just dip my arm in the white paint? Probably. Yes, I am a giant calamity, and that is the truth. Yeah, doesn't work good if you get paint on it. There we go. Might not like this paper either, this handmade paper, which is a possibility. But we got a couple marks on there, so that's okay. Another thing I should have done before the paint. Note to self. Actually, for you guys, if you're at home, you can, you know, let stuff dry and do all that kind of thing, which is what I'm probably going to have to do is get these dry and then come back and fiddle around with that. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I am back. I have ink, paint, everything all over me. Anyways, I'm going to do a little bit of this on this one now that it's dry. This should be more like that. And just sort of do boxes around those, because why not? Just some little scribbledy dibbles like I do. Okay. That is that. So this will be a pocket. It'll have a tag or a journaling card. I did go ahead and back this with some of that children's drawing paper, and there should be definitely a link in the description box because I did add one of the Amazon links to that, and it's manila drawing paper, but it definitely should say that now because I added that link so that you guys can find it a little bit easier. And I'm gonna do a little scroll on this. This is just a Tim Holtz label. I wish you could buy just these in the colors. You know, he's only got a few, but it would be so fun to just have some, because once you use them out of the package, which a lot of times there aren't very many, then they're gone. And I didn't stitch around this or anything. I might actually just punch a hole. I added some just string basically, and I just undid it a little bit at the ends of those because it's a pocket. I don't want it to get too thick or fat in the journal, so I just did it that way. I think that that will work just fine. And I'll stitch around this one, but it's gonna go in here like so. And then, like I said, I'll have something at the top, either more string like that or some fabric or something. But anyways, there they are. So that is, what did I say? Hole punch is number 27. That was this one, because either one could go for either one. But anyways, hole punch, and 28 is tag. So we used 2 tags to make a pocket. So I hope you guys like that, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love you guys. Bye.